Hello everybody and welcome to another MX Bikes video. And today guys, we have actually, this video is huge. And we're going to be going over a decent amount in this video. But first, I'm just going to tell you guys what we're doing. The OEM team has released a preview, alright, on the KTM. They've done a 450 and a 250. And these are the bikes they're currently working on for the next OEM update. And they're letting people who are OEM supporters preview it. So you go in the link in the description. There's a website called the OEM Project. You have to support them. I think it's €5 or $5, something like that. And you get access to a bunch of different model swaps, hand guards, different pipes, paints, all that type of stuff. And you also are going to get access to these OEM previews that we're going to be getting until this new pack drops. So this is the first one right here, the new KTM. We're about to hop in the game right now, test it out, see what we think. Guys, the game is not in a great state, so this is a really, really big deal. And yeah, let's just hop in, boys. Hit that someone at that like button. Let's get it, boys. All right, boys. We just loaded into. All right, guys. We just loaded into Mount Morris, and I have not even touched this thing yet. First time on it, just got it. Let's see what we're working with here, man. Let's see what we're working with. See how it feels. See how the weight feels. One of the big things they said they're going to be messing with is center of gravity, so that's going to be really interesting to feel that and feel if I feel any difference. Oh my goodness, boys. This is definitely different. Holy crap. How'd she turn? Oh my god, it's so stable. What the? Alright, that's rider air right there. Okay. I'm just gonna announce something right now. I have not touched suspension at all. None of that. First impression, just off what I've just did, I barely rode it at all. The bike is not paboboing. Okay, it feels fairly heavy, but also not. It's almost as if the gravity of the bike is like pulling down harder, which is causing for less weird physics. But I'll keep riding it real quick. Okay, well, I would say turning feels a bit hard. It definitely feels like you can't turn on a dime, but obviously, again, this is just a preview. This is not like a finalized model or finalized physics or anything like that. But guys, with the way this game's at, or the state this game's at right now, we need something. So it's good they're letting us test, finally letting everyone test. This is open to anyone if you become a supporter. And people like me can promote this because I'm not on the test team or anything like that. So I think this is huge. I think it's huge for the game. Oh, dude, it feels so good. It feels so much better. I'm gonna get on the normal KTM after this, just so you guys know if I'm not getting placeboed, which could be happening. I'm not 100% sure, but I have not ridden this track in basically a week now. It's been a week since last Friday. And I'm gonna be honest, bro, look at that. Guys, I'm not even just saying it, all right? I'm not. This bike is good. And I'm not talking just speed, I'm talking physics, okay? The bike is not doing these weird front end things or these weird back end swaps or bouncing around. It feels extremely centered, and it just, the pabobo that we're used to, I'm not getting it at all. I mean, I'm not this good at the game by any means, so we're getting helped clearly. It just, man, this is what I love, because this is a huge change. I'm just gonna be honest, it doesn't feel very different, but as far as you have to, how cautious you have to be around these tracks, I mean, this feels so much easier. I mean, this is, again, zero warm-up. I just got on the game, all right, and I don't ride the KTM either, so this just feels good, man. Holy crap. Let's see how fast we can go around this. It just, I mean, even turning, it's not that I can turn sharper, but it just feels better, traction's better now. It's, man, this is amazing. You might think I'm just saying it. I'm not, bro. You guys have to try this if you can. Obviously, it's $5. These are all GeoID locks, so I can't like just send you the bikes, but wow. You know, I will absolutely sit here and say, like, I'm not a huge beta 18 hater, but I will say that the OEM team, since, you know, beta 15, 16, from what I've seen, and I've ridden, you know, the physics of those bikes, they've honestly haven't really taken any steps forward in the past couple of years, it feels like. So this, just feeling this right here, this is a step forward. And is it a huge step forward? Yeah, I'm gonna say it is. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna right now go get on the other KTM. Guys, I have not crashed since, like, I went over a berm. Like, the bike, this is gonna help newer players as well, because this is so easy to ride. I'm not even like fighting. I'm not trying to fight the bike or anything. You know, I'm just riding around the track, and the bike is staying stable. The bike is keeping traction. I'm not doing any of this. It's just the way they've designed the center of gravity, which I've talked about in a video when I compare the regular OEMs to, you know, the factory bikes. I was talking about how they felt on the ground, and I'm not telling you this feels like a factory bike, because it doesn't. But my goodness, man. I mean, this gets me extremely hyped, and I've been needing this, man. I've not been playing this game too much the last couple days, outside of just streaming and stuff. I've been playing a lot of BattleBit and other stuff, but this, dude, this gives me hope. It gives me hope, straight up. Let me know in the comments what you guys think if you're trying them. I'm about to hop on the other KTM, and honestly, maybe my sentiment changes after doing that, but just from what I'm feeling, you know, and from riding the Husky and all the other 250s I've been riding, this feels extremely good, and I'm very hyped. So I'm gonna hop on the 450 real quick, and then we're gonna go to the KTM 250 from this current OEM, and then I'll talk about some more stuff, boys. All right, guys, we're now on the 450 here. Again, a bike that I have, you know, really not ridden at all as far as just the OEMs that we have right now. So we're gonna test both of those after this, just very briefly, just to compare. Now, a big issue I have with the 450s is they're hard to ride, and they're hard to ride because the back end swaps a lot, and they're not very stable. You know, it's a lot of just stability issues, it feels like. And so I'm gonna be seeing if this new one right here, this preview, is it all better in any of those ways. And I'm just gonna tell you, so far, this bike is extremely good. As far as weight, it feels very light. Suspension's fairly stiff, but we don't really want to. I don't really care about critiquing suspension. I haven't touched it, so purely looking at physics right now, because that's the huge change that they're talking about making in the center of gravity and stuff like that. You know, that's what we all want to see. We all want to see physics changes. You know, so I'm gonna keep riding it. So far, not a huge difference been found. I mean, I haven't went down yet, right? I don't think so. That's already a huge like improvement. So wow, I'm not getting any real back end swaps at all, you know, and I'm pretty hard on the throttle right now. As far as bad physics, the front end issues have been almost completely fixed, it feels like, or completely fixed. I've got no front end issues so far this lap, which could change quickly. Look at that. Like, bro, old OEMs, I feel like I'm not surviving that, bro. Look at that. Back end kick out, it readjusts. Man, I'm telling y'all, bro, I'm not just saying this, dude. This is different. You gotta test it if you guys can. Seriously, like, this is. Do we land that? All right. That was just my bad. That was not the bike. But if we landed that, that would have been crazy. All right, let's do another half lap here on this bike, and then we're gonna go back to the 250 from the current OEM and just see if I'm getting placeboed or is there really a difference. All right, because these bikes feel a lot more stable. See a little bit of issues there, but I think that's just throttle controlled by the Trojan not being good. You know, and obviously we don't want these bikes to be too easy. You know, we still want this game to feel like a simulator, you know, but there are definitely issues that need to be fixed. So it's good to see them, you know, attempting to make changes and stuff like that. So almost front tucked right there. Obviously that was on me. We're gonna get back end swaps. That's just suspension being too stiff, so don't worry about that. I mean, listen, for me, I suck at riding 450s, and the fact that I can like ride this bike around the track fairly easily with almost zero warm-up shows you that the bikes are going to be easier to ride. Okay, they're going to be more forgiving. We're not going to get pabobist every time, which is a big deal. Yeah, I don't really know what else to say about this bike. It feels good. I don't know if it feels better because I haven't ridden the other 450, but I think we should do that right now. I think we should go test the other one, see if we're not getting placeboed. So, yeah, I mean, again, bike feels good. Bike feels more stable. Front end feels more stable. I don't know if it feels lighter or not. I don't know if I could say that, but man, it just feels good. You know, it feels good on above the tires. It doesn't feel like I'm gonna slide out. It doesn't feel like I have to tiptoe anywhere. You know, I can actually like go full force on a 450, which is something that I really have not been able to do as far as my, you know, current skill level on these bikes. So, wow, feels good. Feels very good. Shout out to the OEM guys, man. This is huge. So I'm gonna go to the current 250. All right, we're now on the current 250, and I'm on the exact same setup as I put on the preview. So we're gonna see how this feels. Maybe it's the same. I don't know. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not gonna be lying to you guys today. Wow. So first of all, wow. This bike feels a lot quicker. Look at that. First corner. Guys, you're gonna think I'm lying. I'm not making this up. I'm not making it up. Did you just see that? That was complete pabobis. All right, instant pabobi. The other bike didn't happen a single time. It didn't happen a single time. First corner on this bike, same setup. I don't care. That in itself is huge improvement, and I'm just gonna tell you right now, just riding these ruts, the bike is not as stable as the preview. Okay, I can 100% confirm that. Okay, 100% confirm that. Now this bike feels lighter. I will say it feels. Look at that. Look at the guys, yo. It can't be skill issue. There's no way. There's actually. Let me keep riding a little bit. I don't want to get ahead of myself. Okay, what the heck, dude? All right, let me not get ahead of myself real quick. Guys, this is massive. This feels so much different. Another thing that I'm noticing with the other one is it didn't loop out as much. Maybe it's because it has less power or less acceleration. I'm not 100% sure. But this bike, the front end wants to go up. And these ruts, it doesn't feel as stable. It feels lighter, I guess. And it feels more agile, I would say. But you see, like, just the weird little losses of the front and back end that I didn't get a single time on the preview. Not a single time. Man, this is actually crazy. Let me at least land that. Okay. I mean, these bikes obviously are still viable, but as far as just the physics I'm feeling with the other OEM, guys, it's so much better. And this is just a preview, dude. This is just a preview, you know, and they've been able to do that much with the game physics. And so this tells everyone right now that it ain't all up to Pabobo, dude. The OEM team they have control, you know, with these bikes. They can change physics, they can change gravity, all this stuff, and it helps. You know, it truly does. So I mean, I think this is going to be good for everyone, the competitive players, the new players, because this new bike I just tried, the preview, was easier to ride than these bikes, undoubtedly. You know, there's no way I just hop on and do, you know, like 3 good, decent laps on this track. You know, I don't do that. I'm not that good. So this is awesome news. but I have more to show you here. All right, guys, and to cap off this video, I want to show you guys exactly what the OEM project said. This is huge. You guys can, again, go to this website, buy the OEM supporter for $5, and get model swaps. You can test these new bikes. They say, as we're currently trying to reach out to the community and be more forthcoming with updates and changes we're planning on to make, we thought semi-regular update posts would be a good idea here. We'll tell you about upcoming changes, things we're working on, ideas we have, and any changes to the team as is the first post will start. Simple. So they give you guys the full team layout as they stand. You can see it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, it's 7 guys. This is just the main team. And they also have a core team. They also have a large group of testers and creators right here. So these are all the testers and creators. These are more helpers in the team, right? So they actually have a pretty solid group of guys. And then here are all the testers right here. Dude, they should put me in there low key, but no, it's fine. As our next update isn't ready yet, we're keen to tell you more, some small details regarding it. For starters, we began rebuilding our bikes, trying to work with the game's physics so that can majorly improve the handling. Sorry if my reading's terrible, but this is the big part right here. And they really want to change the center of gravity, it seems, and I felt that instantly. Right when I got on the new bike, I knew immediately things were different because the front end wasn't tucking, the back end wasn't going out. It was a bit slower, I would say. But again, if you're messing with center of gravity, I think that's going to sort of change how the bike, accelerates. And especially with the front end wasn't just going up like I felt with the other KTM. So yeah, this is huge. They talk about the game being in a vulnerable state, which it is. So this is going to help out a ton. And yeah, I mean, I guess that's going to do it for the video. You guys should get this OEM supporter if you can. Test the bikes, give feedback in Discord. You can give feedback on this post. And yeah, those are just my thoughts, and I'll see you guys next video. Peace.